Hello, family. How are you? I trust that you are good. My name is Intabison Wachana and I am a spiritual medium. And today we are going to be lighting up the house. Yes. So we're going to be talking about this. What are we going to be talking about? This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. So if this medium thing does not work, do you think I have a career somewhere else? Mic testing 1 2 1 2. I hope you are good. Thank you for coming through to the channel. And there is a whole lot of you that I knew. I thank the Lord for you, and I feel so blessed to have you. Um, the family is really growing, so everybody else makes space for people that are in Dubai, that are in China, that are in Kenya. So I had a few consultations with people that were in Kenya. I never thought that it would go that far, quite literally that far. I felt so humbled, as I always do. I genuinely feel very, very humbled. So welcome, Sis Wateva. Welcome. Look, today we are going to be talking about fortifying homes. Fortifying homes. It sounds like a very big word. Strengthening homes, spiritually establishing a home, spiritually rooting up a home. And many people would ask, why do we need to fortify homes? Because normally, when we have consultations, a consultation will show you where a person comes from. It will show you their relationships. It will show you any other thing that has to do with this person's origins and even where they dwell. Because where you live forms a very big part of your own spiritual identity, your own aura as well. Because if you are not in your home, then you are out there trying to work, look for business so that you can still sustain a home. So your home becomes a very serious entity, even there by spiritual world. Now, today we are going to be talking about this candle, which is a Dawa Living Candle. Yes, so I coincidentally matched with the candle. It was not deliberate. And this is a candle from our company called Dawa Living. Dawa Living is a health and beauty company that my best friend and I, how started because we've been very, very long on this journey. Not very, very long, but we have been on this journey. Um, and we've realized that there were certain loopholes, and we needed to do something. So we are currently operating in the space where indigenous healing is becoming quite a modernized thing, because it is about time that we become very proud of our own practices, and it's about time that we make our own practices to be part of our daily living, you know. So dawa is a Swahili word that means medicine. And normally, after a consultation, you will find that I still need to carry somebody through a spiritual journey in terms of healing. And I am just one person who's located somewhere behind an orange wall, and I have to cater for almost, very, 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 very many people that are out there and embracing what I do. These people that are humbling me, that I always talk about you too. So we then realized that in us expanding and us tapping into healing, we realized that certain people were to say, if after a consultation I give you something and I say go burn it in the home so that you bring a peaceful atmosphere, so that there are less arguments in the house, so that the house can also recognize you as its owner and go and use this. Or sometimes you find that people are spiritually attacked by the neighbors, by family members, by everybody else that could just fit to the puzzle of people that are spiritually attacking people, you know, witches. I call them the alternatively gifted. So you find that it becomes difficult for somebody to take a thing and go burn at home. But when you have this thing, which is herb infused, the candles are infused with herbs that are meant to be fortifying homes, that we use to fortifying homes. So fortification of home is a very costly exercise, very costly exercise for the recipient, very costly exercise for the person who is administering the fortification of a home, because I, as the healer, I'm taking sorry, I'm taking up all of the attacks. I'm taking up all of the energy. So by implication, I'll be inheriting the enemies of that home. By implication, I'll be absorbing that energy of a home, because in spirit there is no vacuum. What you take out, you must take elsewhere. So then it becomes an attack on me. I think, as you can sense, there's also an attack on my voice. Don't know. Suddenly, my voice is not coming out. But these are the kind of things that we experience. You come from fortification of a home process, and you are sick. You are drained. You are tired. You are haunted yourself by the things that you absorb from other people's homes, because from that home, it now resides in this home, because there's no vacuum in the spirit. What you take out from there must go elsewhere. That is why in the teachings of Jesus, you realize that he saved a madman from a legions, right, from the demonic legions, and placed it elsewhere in the poor pigs. And now pigs have a horrible reputation. Can somebody come and deliver the pigs? Anyway, story for another day. When you get into a new house, that house, if it's a new development, that house, you, because you are the first person to absorb that space, to take up that space, to occupy that space, then it means that you still need to introduce yourself to that home and ascertain the spirit of that home, so that it favors you. And that is why fortification of a home is important. That's one. Two, when you have bought a house from somebody that has lived in that house, you do not know what they did. You do not know which spirits did they dedicate this house to. So spiritually, somebody else will be owning the house, and you physically, you are owning that house. And this is partly the reason why, when there is a mismatch of energies, you would find instances where children are unsettled, can't sleep. Why? Because they are the sponges of spirit. So children absorb all of the spiritual things that happen, and they have that infinite eye that, sometimes we miss certain things, but children will just absorb. You find that a child cries. There are many, many, many cases. And I tell you this, people have reasons why they sell their homes. Sometimes it's really because we are moving to Australia, because certain countries just cannot capacitate us anymore. Sometimes it's because people are moving away from the things that they have planted in those yards, that they thought are supposed to be giving them life, or that they knew deliberately that we are taking a certain spirit for a certain purpose. And at some point, everything else needs to improve. If you plant good, good needs to improve. If you plant bad, bad needs to improve. And so you would find that now the same spirits that they have been invited in their homes are attacking them, and people will sell their homes, and you are here and you are just a lovely couple, or you are a single woman and you have bought this house as a legacy for your children, or whatever reasons are that people buy homes. You're moving to a new environment and you're happy, and you get a house, and you just physically inhabit that house that has a spiritual owner. Problems, big problems. Then that house will automatically revolt and reject you, as your spirit and its spirit do not match. Then we have a problem. Sometimes, so that's issue number three. Sometimes you find that we are in this home, we are okay, and everything is going well. We are a couple, we are beautiful, we are raising our amazing kids. And one day, this house just starts to wreak havoc between us because there are witches who will come into your yard and just blow up something. Let Intabi and John fight. We'll pretend my person is John. Let Intabi and John fight. That's all they need to do. That spirit has then been deposited into the yard. So despite our best efforts to say, but Johnny, but can we just come together? Can we reconcile? Can you understand me? Johnny is, as yeah, hot as a flame, can't be contained. Tabi, my baby, I am so sorry. Can we talk about this thing? Can we go for counseling? Can we do this and that? And we will not be understanding each other because you and I are reasoning from a physical point of view, from just a normal thinking. My person's behavior has changed. Perhaps there's another person on the other side. All to find that there's another person on the other side of the fence. And that is one other reason why certain energies change in the home and they don't make sense, they can be reconcilable, then we know that we need to ask somebody, a spiritual practitioner, to come and check if everything else is fine. One other reason why you would need to fortify your home, the other reason is that you will just be having very, very bad dreams. Bad things will be happening to you, and you don't understand why bad things are just happening generally because energies have shifted. Dreams, as I explained in my other video, that people were complaining that it's not audible. So I'll have to do another thing on that video. So dreams are one of the things that will tell you that your space is not proper in order for certain messages to come through. And this is why you would find people, I don't, I can't remember. You have a succession of dreams that people cannot remember. The important ones, the whimsical ones, the ones that are meant to just wake you up because you forgot to set up your alarm. Those dreams are very, very funny. So your home will be telling you that I'm not getting the best of messages. I am not getting the best of messages. And so these are the kind of things that happen. And so you need to know that there is something in this environment that does not favor me. Kids will not be sleeping. You yourself will be restless. Then you know we need to establish a good spirit so that we can inhabit the space and live in it. Now, we thought about how what's the best way to get into people's homes, and we thought of the Dawa candle. So we infused herbs that we use to fortify homes, cuts down on the cost. It is another way of us reaching your space. And remember, everything else works with prayer. So, with each and every candle that is taken out of our hands, it will be prayed for so that it suits the address that you will be giving to us, and we will be sending it to you. This service is currently available for people who are in South Africa. That is where I am based. You must teach me these things. You are teaching me how to work around the bank system in your countries. Teach me also how I need to get into the courier services and delivering some things to you. I'm here to learn, but most importantly, We are here to reach you, one individual at a time, one family at a time. So, what does the Dawa candle do? It brings a peaceful aura in your space. It makes the connection clearer because we've also put herbs here that we would normally use when we want the spirit to hear our prayers. What do I mean? When the space is not cleansed, when the space is not clean enough, you will find people saying, Gogo, I pray for everything, but your prayers just reaches the ceiling. That is why, because everything else is causing such a noise, a barrier in the space that you are in. So this candle will help you to transmit messages quicker into the spiritual world. This candle, I love it mostly because I have a small baby, and along with the enemies that I inherit, they try to, try everywhere. Yeah. So it's quite a battlefield. It's quite a battlefield. And so when Buba is not okay, then I know the Dawa candle works. When I am battling with a certain issue in spirit and I can't crack it, the Dawa candle works. When I do my readings, the Dawa candle is always at the back of the camera because I need to see from every corner of spirit. I cannot come here with half baked stories. So the Dawa candle is available. It is 250 in South Africa. You can then check what the currency is to the rand and determine what the price is. And Dawa Living. No, this is a nice color. It's a nice earthly color. We decided to just go for earthly um, colors. And this is the medicine. Can you spot the medicine? And the medicine is all up in here so that at all times you are okay. So this is a new candle. It's not a new product. It's just a new candle with much more highly elevated, powerful herbs. So I lit this candle. I'm telling you about my enemies. I lit this candle. No, I lit this candle and the mixture that was in the candle, the new mixture that Spirit had revealed to me to put inside this candle. And my neighbors started coming and asking for consultations. What, I do this thing? They're like, yeah, we've seen you. You have. That's how I like you, seeing me. But don't go waging spiritual wars. But I inherit spiritual wars anyway. I can't um get away from that. So previously we've had a candle in a jar. I used to call it a prayer in a bottle. So this is our version for the kiddies. It's quite playful, whimsical, nice to look at. And I went for a different color. And you can actually take it out, and the child can continue to use this thing as a play thing. Incidentally, the size of this thing and the size of the normal Dawa candle is actually the same size. So don't tell me go, but for the eyes is not the same. It is actually the same millimeters that we put in here. One candle makes this. So for the children, safe enough to put in your child's room, somewhere there where the child cannot tamper with it, the Dawa candle. We are here to help you prosper. Thank you so much. I will be in the next few weeks be showing you some of the products that we have because we've just rebranded, and yeah, we just wanted a whole new look, and we wanted to reach everybody because the Tebeng family is growing. The Tebeng family is growing, and the Dawa is then meeting you halfway with products. Thank you so much for coming through to the channel. I love you. As always, you must be well and you must go and prosper. That's actually a bad way of lighting out a candle. Why? Because you would have prayed for your prosperity. You would have prayed for all things that are well and good in your life. And you can't just blow it out because I just shared with you the essence of just blowing things out. So, what do you then do? You just I don't have water. This mix is too big, but you just do that. They say a chef does not burn in cooking school, so I'm also a cook, so I don't burn. May your light keep on shining, and thank you so much. Bye bye.